All right. Okay, so I learned so much stuff. And some of you have already heard a lot of this because I can't keep my mouth shut. If I get with any of you, I'm like, and they leave me like, oh, I'm on information overload. So I'm going to try not to tell you everything, but I have so many wonderful things to share with you. And the first thing I want to do is I want to actually start with something a little bit different. I want you to throw out to me things that you, and remember I'm a horrible speller, I'm dyslexic, so don't judge me spelling. But what are you thankful for? Just putting it out there. What are you thankful for about Premier?
Support.
Support.
Friends.
Friends. Keep it coming.
Outlet.
Okay, keep it coming.
Income.
Income.
Positivity.
Positivity. Outlet. Not outlets, but
Jewelry.
jewelry. Fun. What else did I miss? Passion. Passion. What else?
Inspiration.
Inspiration. What are you thankful for about the company itself?
Integrity.
Honesty, integrity.
50%.
50%. Thank you. Woo-hoo! What other percent are we thankful for?
30.
10%. Okay, the honesty, the integrity. Anything else? The product. It's awesome. Right. Okay. So we have a lot to be thankful for. I don't know, Robin mentioned some other companies she's worked for. A lot of you have similar stories that you've tried other home-based businesses. It has not been the same. The support that we get in this company is unheard of. Okay, so I want to just share some things. When I went, Andy came, and I did videotape it, so we may be watching that in the near future. But he is just so stinking adorable and so wonderful, and it's so sad to think that you won't all, you don't get the, how many in this room have never seen Joan in person? Yeah, that's so sad. And so they're calling us the second generation because we're moving away from Andy and Joan. And how important it is that we really understand the heart and soul of Premier. Because if we don't get it, we're going to lose it. Because we are Premier. We think we sell Premier. Premier, jewelry is the product. We are Premier. And we are Premier to everyone that meets us. And the thing that we were founded on is not about making money. Money is important. And don't think that what we're saying is, oh, well, then don't worry about making money because all we're here to do is serve. No, we're here to make money. That's an important component of what we do. Okay, but we are the number one is to serve people. And when we're serving people, we will make money. You can't help but do that. So this is a wonderful little book. I was looking, and again, I'm hoping that the website's just all screwed up. I didn't see it for sale on our website. Have you never seen it? Okay, well, this was a gift that we got as senior leaders from Andy, and I don't know how we can buy it, but I'd love to buy it for all my leaders. But this is a really great little book about leadership, and he has little words nuggets on all the letters, and here's E, enriching lives. The founding purpose of Premier is to enrich every life we touch, not just financially, which is a big need, but beyond that, we want people to know of their worth and value. We want to encourage them and give them a dose of hope. You've heard him say that 1,000 times, right? To enrich lives means that we must serve, share, and care and strive to add something positive to the life of every person we come in contact with. Enriching lives means providing a way for those who join the Premier family to meet their personal needs. We all have the need for identity, for recognition, and for belonging. Did you hear that when Robin was talking? She was talking about all those things, okay? We all feel that way. She's every woman. Through Premier, individuals have a way to achieve, go diva, right? Okay? We have, to build friendships and to become part of a family. I hope you guys feel that way. We don't count success in numbers alone, but in the enriched lives of people who have been changed forever. When your purpose is enriching lives, your business will never run out of steam. There are always more lives to touch. Here's a verse. 1 Thessalonians 5:11 through 12. Encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. Acknowledge those who work hard among you. Now, Andy pulled this book up when he came and he goes, I wrote it, but I need to reread it. And I reread it this morning just so I could say I read it. That's what he said to us when he came in. You need to read this. How many people in this room have read from cover to cover this book? Okay. Do we have any tickets left? Can you go around and give them a ticket? Everybody that's read it, keep your hand up. She's going to come around and just give them the whole ticket. Just give them the whole thing and they can tear it off, okay? So she's going to do that. I reread this. I won this book. He had it as a prize and I won it, and so I had it on the plane with me. And I read from cover to cover the whole plane ride home from Fort Worth. And what amazed me, I had read it a couple times in the past, but see, you have to reread it. Because at different points in your life, different things are going to affect you. You've got to reread it. It will ignite your passion. This is principle number 1, put people first. I firmly believe that people are the most important asset the company has. This means people come first at Premier. We focus on people, our customers, our hostesses, our jewelers, and our home office associates, rather than on profit, production, or product. Remember our emphasis on serving? This means that meeting the needs of people is a higher priority than selling jewelry. I prefer to call Premier a direct service company rather than a direct sales company. I make this distinction because there is a difference between a company that emphasizes sales, production, and the bottom line, and a company that puts people first, supporting them and serving them, expecting nothing in return. Our jewelers are never asked, "How were your sales this month?" We have no required weekly reports and no quotas. We believe and train that success comes in serving others and seeing lives changed, not in selling jewelry. Our focus is people. Although Premier is primarily about people and not profits, this does not mean that there isn't opportunity to make a good profit. We have seen time and time again that you can sell without serving, but you cannot serve without selling. Most people sign up to make money, and many do very well. We want them to do well. We offer one of the best money-making opportunities available. However, we also want them to think beyond the money to serving people. Joan and I decided when we started Premier, now this is what impacted me, that our focus was not going to be on making big money for the company or enriching ourselves financially. The company would have to make enough of a profit to stay in business, of course. But beyond that, we wanted the people who do the work to make the money. Mary Crowley taught us well. Andy, she would say, you find enough people to care about, and you help them succeed, and you can't help but succeed yourself. We knew the wisdom of her words and put them into practice. We instituted a higher than normal payouts on sales, 50%, almost unheard of in the direct sales industry, along with a very generous commission structure of 10%, 3 levels down, plus extra percentages for moving up in our Diamond Designer Leadership Program. And if you don't understand that, when the time comes, you will, and it's amazing. We certainly could have structured this differently and less generously, but we knew that if we meant what we said, that people were first, this meant that they must be first in the payout. These earnings needed to be generous enough that doing home shows and building a business was well worth their time and efforts and would provide them an opportunity for financial success in direct proportion to the time and work they invested. It goes on and on and on. You need to read it because you need to feel loved. You need to know the sacrifice they made. You know, their home office, they had the opportunity to buy a much cheaper property that would have been much cheaper to maintain north of the city. But Joan said our majority of our people work south of the city, so we're going to build south of the city. And that's what they did. They put people first. So you read this book because when you go to talk to people about Premier and you realize that people are first, you understand why the 50%, why the 10%, all those things that you're afraid to talk about. Oh, I don't really understand what, no quotas. There's no quotas because we don't want quotas. You need to read this book. Have I inspired you to go home and read it? Okay. We have to understand our philosophy, purpose, and plan. We absolutely have. Premier is awesome. We need to personally know what Premier has done for us. How many of you in this room have written me the what Premier has done for me? Okay, raise your hand so everybody can see you. Okay, these people, this is something that's going to go, we're still adding to it, but I'm going to be putting this on our website, our Facebook, for everybody to use. And this is what we've written. What Premier has done for us. It is 3 pages of this, okay? It tells who we are when we join Premier and our ranking. And then it says what Premier did for us. I helped them all to write it, the girls on the team that are running this promotion. And basically, I just had them imagine, think back to like 4 cartoon blocks. The first cartoon block, you see yourself as why you joined Premier. Not how it happened, but why you made that choice. The next 2 cartoon blocks are what Premier has done for you. One is financial and one is emotional. And then you describe those. And then the 3rd cartoon block is what Premier will do for you. What are you hoping it will do? Every one of you should read this and write your own. And if you need help, I will help you. What I would suggest you do is you print this off in Word and you add your own story. Don't put it at the bottom. Put it like in the middle, okay? Put your picture of you with your family, say who you are, and when you give it to your prospects, you're on there. You're someone special because you're amongst this group of people. And what's so cool is it's all us. So then they're like, oh, who's that? Who's that? Oh, look, she's up there. Oh, look, there she is. I saw that picture. I got one of these that Donna Marone made years ago, and I still remember sitting on my bed and reading it and reading it and reading it, looking for someone I could connect with. Oh, she's a stay-at-home mom. Why did she do it? So I want you to really pay attention to this. This is going to be awesome. This is going to be a great sponsoring tool. What Premier has done for us. And you girls that are on our team, take it, put yourself in there. I don't need to know. That's not your whole team. Anybody can use this. It's awesome, okay? So, and it's fresh and it's up to date and it's not pictures from, a long time ago. But these are going to be awesome. So I would love to add anybody to it that wants to be added in, but you could just add your own self into it, okay? So that's awesome. Now, talking about sponsoring, okay? I have another really great tool, and I'm so excited about this. Make sure I'm telling you everything. Okay. The Drapers, now you know I have my little video, okay? And you guys have used my video, okay? Oh, you're so welcome. And I think we should still use my video because that is very helpful too for people that just want to watch a little YouTube video. And you can actually search it. I unlocked it so anybody can search it. And anybody can search some of my other stuff on there too. But all of your stuff, when I put it on, I lock it so nobody can search it, so you don't have to worry. But anyway, the Drapers have a call, okay? And I want to explain to you how to use this, and it's so fabulous. And when you start hearing the testimonies of how this is impacting people's businesses, you are going to be so excited. Okay, so the Drapers do a phone-in call, and it is recorded. They have a paper that you fill in as you listen to the call. It's about 25, 30 minutes length, okay? I listen to it for the first time while I'm walking around getting my groceries. I mean, it's so easy. People, because it's a call, can listen to it on the way home from the show when when you meet them. They can listen to it immediately. It's so simple. And the Drapers are awesome. They start off introducing themselves. They go back and forth. They tell about how they were at $2.2 million in debt and how Premier is the only thing that they did to get them out of debt. It's very powerful. It's not preachy. It's sweet. It's upbeat. How many have listened to it? Because my group had to listen. Okay. Was it good? Okay. Now, here's a tip Randy taught me. If you have an iPhone, you can download a free app called iBooks. Okay? It's free, iBooks. Now, if you then have a PDF that you want ready access to, so you might be having a mystery hostess show, and so you want immediate access to that invite. Or this, okay? I also finally saved, you know how I'm always screwing up my conference calls, like, girls, I don't know my code. Okay, I finally saved it as a PDF and put it into iBooks so that I always have it. So key things that you want access to. It might be answer to common sponsoring questions, something that you just want to always have on you. You open up iBooks, okay, or you create iBooks on your phone. Email the PDF to yourself. Okay, so you go into your computer, you find the PDF, this one, the Draper Call, which I will post on Facebook, I will post it on our website, and you can also go to the Draper website and get it, okay? You email to yourself, and then you just open it up. On the top of your phone will be a little curvy arrow. You click on the curvy arrow. The curvy arrow then says, do you want to print this? Do you want to email this? Do you want to save this to iBooks? So you save it to iBooks, and it will immediately be there. Now, what's so cool about this is so you're sitting at your show. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about how we're going to get people interested in a second. But let's say Stephanie's like, oh, I'll listen to the call. Stephanie, what's your email? Email her the paper immediately. She's got it immediately. So as soon as she goes home, she's got that paper. It's got the call number on it. It's got all the facts. Anytime anybody needs something, boom, you can shoot it right to them. Okay, so how are we going to get her interested? Okay, this is so fun. Now, what Elizabeth has done is she's created on Vistaprint 3 different postcards. Now, I went in and created my own, and I want to save you a little bit of headache. I thought I would be all fancy schmancy. And I went through Facebook. I spent like a day. And I'm going through Facebook, and I'm looking for all these fabulous pictures. Okay, you know how they're on there, right? All these people do these fabulous things. I'm going to pass this around. These are my fabulous pictures, okay? And I put them, I create my own postcard for what I'm going to explain to you. And I just think it's so fabulous. And I go to buy it, and it's an extra, well, at that time it was an extra $20 because I used 4 pictures. It's $5 an uploaded picture on Vistaprint. So I'm just warning you that if you decide to do this, just go with what's there, because that's all that matters. Now, I will put this on our Facebook page. I need to adjust it a little because it didn't print right. You'll see the back isn't quite on. But you could make your own little cards. You could do them business card size or whatever size you want. And all you want to do is you want to put on there the Drapers phone number for this call and the access code, okay? So that you can be giving it to people so that they can listen to the call. Let me give you a great example of how I use that today. I had a lady that was supposed to meet me tomorrow for an OP, and she canceled, and I said, no problem, let me forward you this phone call. So at least she's doing something, right? She's going to listen to it, and then if you're interested, we'll meet next Tuesday on your next day off, okay? So it's something to always have to follow up with someone if they, you know, they're interested, but they say, oh, I can't meet. Has that ever happened to you where they say, oh, I can't meet? Give them the call, okay? But here's what Elizabeth does at her shows. Are you ready for this? This is so fun. Okay. She says, listen, I think that everybody should have the opportunity to hear about Premiere. So I give them 3 options. Now, she does not use a guest survey. She uses her order form. And one of the things that's so cool that she does, and I haven't ordered yet, but I totally want to, is she gives everybody a pen with her name and information on it. And so she says, you know, she's so fun, and she's like, okay, so, you know, you're sitting at Applebee's, and your friend is going to say, oh my, I just love your necklace. And you say, oh, wait, and you dig around in your purse, and you pull it out, and you say, it's my favorite jewelry lady, Elizabeth Draper. You must call her. And so she just makes a big deal, sells the sizzle on her pens, and she gives everybody a pen. And they cost about 40, 50 cents a piece, but she gives it all to them, and she is convinced that, you know, business cards end up with gum in them at the bottom of your purse, but pens will be around forever. So she makes a big deal about this pen, and she asks them to fill in the top of their order form with their best 3rd grade handwriting. And then she asks them to star which form of communication would be best if she needed to ask them a 30-second question. Okay? And so they have to star that. So I did that at my last show. It worked great. So star which way you would best like me to contact you. Email, cell phone, home, text, whatever you would like. If I have to ask you a 30-second question so that they don't feel bombarded. And then later on in the show, she's going to talk about those 2 questions on the order form. The one about booking shows and the one about sponsoring. So at the end of her show, when she talks about sponsoring, she says, okay, now let's look at that order form again. Now, I know you're all interested in getting some information about Premiere. Of course you are. So I want you to check mark which one, or tell me which form you would like. Some of you love people, and you just love getting together with a whole group of people. It just makes you happy. So I have a wonderful, wonderful invite postcard for you. And this is every Monday night at 7:30. We get together, and there's a group of us, and we talk about Premiere. And if you would like this invitation, just write down group. Now, some of you like quality time, one-on-one, and you would love to just hammer me with tons of questions. And so then what you would like to do is you would like to meet me for coffee. Coffee on me. I'll buy you a coffee, and you can ask me anything. So just put down coffee if you want to meet me for coffee. Now, some of you don't want to admit that you're curious, and you just want to be a fly on the wall. So if you want to be a fly on the wall and just learn without anybody knowing, then you want this call. You want this postcard. This is a phone call. It's 25 minutes, and you can just listen. So if you want the phone call, just write fly on the wall on your order form, and I'll give you this postcard. Now, when she goes to checkout, she says, she just gives everybody. If they don't take which one do you want? They have to choose one. They have to choose one. So they're all going to walk away at least with the call. Now, isn't that brilliant? Okay, now, a couple other ways we're going to use this. This is so awesome. So this is going to give you courage, because you're not if you want information, I promise not to stalk you, but, if you want something, then maybe I'll just briefly, I won't bother you, but I could share it with you. If maybe in a couple months you wanted to ask me a question, that'd be all right. Okay, you're going to be like, look, I know you want it, so which way do you want it? They have to choose something, okay? So if you don't want to invest in postcards from Vistaprint, just do something like I did. Just print it on in a Word document, cut them out, have them there to choose. Now, this is so awesome. So one of the gals, a 6 Diamond, she had when I got there, had recently contacted Elizabeth to let her know that this was revolutionizing her team's business. And here's what they're doing. They're including that color printout, okay, which I will pass this around. This is the color printout, okay, in their Hostess packets. Now, you could either have it on hand and give it to them when they book, or you can easily email it to them, okay? And they give it to every hostess, and they say, if you listen to this 25-minute call, you will receive an extra $25 in free jewelry from me. So it's an extra bonus. People are calling them back and going, this is great. I think I want to do this. It is such a great call. Here's the thing. We're just not thoroughly sharing the information. We're not thoroughly sharing the information. And if we share the information, Randy and Elizabeth said there's 2 things, this is not complicated, 2 things that we need to do to grow our businesses. Are you ready for the 2 revolutionary things? Are you ready? Are you ready? Do you have your pencils? Pick up the phone and book shows and show the marketing plan. Pick up the phone and book shows and show the marketing plan. They have a goal to show it to 10 people, so that would include their OPs if people come to their home. But if they show it to 10 people every week, they will continue to grow their business. Do you have a goal? Having people listen to this call, every hostess, is going to be awesome. Awesome. And you get them before. So I'm going to have them listen, and I'm still going to go, and I'm going to talk to them. But now I don't have to share it with them. I can just answer their questions. So what did you think about what you heard? Let me see your paper. It has to be filled in for me to give them the extra bonus. Okay? So $25 more in free jewelry if that paper is filled in. Now, here's what else you do. You take it up a notch. And you say to them, hey, listen, you get an extra $25 in free jewelry if you listen to this call and you fill this out. Here's why I want you to do it. I want you to be better educated, and I want you to be a referral for me. If you understand the marketing plan and other people come to you and they have a need, then you can, with knowledge, say, go call Julie. It was really awesome. I listened to it. It was just a call. It was so easy. Isn't that fabulous? Are you excited? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so I've already been sharing it like crazy. I mean, it's phenomenal. Now, here's the other thing she challenged us with. You want to get out your cell phone. You don't need to do it right now, but you want to get out your cell phone and you want to buzz through your contacts and ask yourself this question. Do they know I sell jewelry? Probably yes. I mean, if they're a Facebook friend or they know you at all, they know you sell jewelry. But do they understand the marketing plan? That's the question. Do they understand the marketing plan? I have lots of friends that have known I sell Premier for years, but I'm so confident that they would not sell. We've never really sat down and I've gone through the marketing plan with them. But what Elizabeth says is we have countless friends who will never sell Premier. But we have sat down with them and we've explained the marketing plan so that they can be referral centers for us. And there are people that send us people. Okay? So use it as an excuse to get in front of them because maybe they'll like it. You just don't realize. You never really know the needs that your friends have. You think that they're fine, and really they're $20,000 in credit card debt and don't want to tell you. Okay? So share it and ask yourself, can I get a referral out of this? Now, here's a challenge for you, and this is what the girls are working on this week for our destination designer. Pull 20 names. Email out a little contest and say, hey, the first person that listens to this call gets this. $20 in free jewelry, $25 in free jewelry, the botanical necklace. You know, just decide what it is. Send out a little email. Hey, the first person that listens to it and tells me they did it gets this prize. And then, in a week's time, everybody that lets me know they listened to it will be entered into a drawing for $50 in free jewelry. Okay? Do all past hostesses and future hostesses. Yeah, Leslie.
Do they have to fill out that paper?
Well, that would be up to you and how you want to do it. I would say that would be smart because it's an honest thing, you know, but that would be up to you. But I think it would be a great, I mean, right now, we should all go home, at the very least, contact all of our future hostesses and send them this email attachment and say, hey, we just added an extra $25 in free jewelry. Listen to this call, fill this paper out, take a picture of it with your cell phone and text it back to me so I know you did it, and I'll mark down that you get that $25 in free jewelry. What if they're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea? You're going to answer so many questions for them. This is an incredible opportunity to get the marketing plan in front of people in such an easy and simple, non-threatening way. And you don't have to answer any questions. If they call you and they have questions and you don't know the answers to it, get your mama on the phone with you and get them answered. But they're gonna listen to the call. They cover it all. And they do it in a fun, organized way. The banter is great. Back and forth. It's fabulous. And I love that he says, what's it say, Lisa, on the bottom of the back page? It says, get off, what's the island? What's it say? Sometime
Aisle. Oh, sometime aisle.
Sometime aisle. Sometime I'll lose weight. Sometime I'll eat right. Sometime I'll get my credit cards paid off. Sometime I'll clean the basement. That sometime I'll. Get off of that. They challenge you with that. So it's a great, great call. Are you excited? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Julie,
So,
real quick,
yeah.
on that one, the last one, that like the fly on the wall card, how
Yeah.
do they access the handout?
Well, you would need to email to them.
Okay, so if they take that.
Yeah, I would, if they take that, I wrote down on my order forms to email them. And like I said, you could do it right then and there.
Okay.
Just like you're doing their credit card right then and there. If it's on your phone, boom. I just emailed it to you, or have a pile of them right there and hand it to her. You know, print them out and have them ready to go. And if you run out, email it to them. You know, follow up with an email later and send them the form. But I'm having a lot of people listen to it. It's so non-threatening. It's so great. It's just really great. Okay, so let's see. What's the next fun thing we're going to share? It's pretty good. Okay, so we're going to get referrals. Okay, the gift cards. Okay, so you guys have been winning these guilt-free shopping spree cards. Now, you can go to the Drapers site. They're $12 a pack. The more you buy, the price goes down. So those of you that got them, woohoo for you, right? I carried all those back on the plane. There's 50 in a pack. They're awesome. Now, one of the ideas that they had, there's so many ideas, but I want to tell you, one of the things was, hey, get special silver paint and paint over whatever coupon you put on here, whatever money amount is, and then have them scrape it. Yeah, I tried that at my show. It didn't go so well. So I tried, and it didn't really work real well. So if you come up with a way to do that, I would love to know, because I thought it would be a super cute idea. Yeah.
There are stickers that you can order.
Stickers.
There are
Yeah.
stickers that are already like that, and if you write underneath of it, you put the sticker on top of it. It's called easy peel.
And then they just peel the sticker
They
off.
can peel it, or you can scratch the sticker up. It's already done. You put the sticker.
Oh,
Because I
great.
did this-
That would be fun. So you scrape it, and then it's clear underneath it, so you can see what's underneath. So they really liked it, but I used paint, and it just really didn't. It like scraped off what I wrote, and it didn't really work well. But here's how you want to use this. There's so many things. Okay, now you've been lifestyling. Okay, I love this because lifestyling is my biggest weakness, but I'm totally psyched to do it now because of Elizabeth. She just cracks me up. Okay, so you have these in your purse, and you need a notebook so that you can gather their information. Don't take any catalogs, okay? We don't want any catalogs, okay? So we're going to have this, and you could put various amounts, whatever you want on here, like $5 or $10 off, okay? Because this is about gathering names, okay, this version. So you're going to have like $5 or $10 off, whatever you decide you want to do. You put them in your purse. So you go up, and Sarah goes, oh, I love your necklace. It's so pretty. Okay, so I say, oh, thanks. Hey, it's Premier Designs. Have you ever heard of that? No, I haven't heard of that. Okay, well, hold on a second. I have something for you. Reach in your pocket, in your purse, and you pull out a gift card. Say, I have a gift card for you because I actually sell this jewelry. Do you love it? Isn't that fabulous? Okay. So, because now, you know, when you're like in the line and you're like, oh, I don't know if I really feel like saying anything. You're like, I can give her a gift card. That's nice. I mean, what does that hurt? So you go, hold on a second. I got something for you. Okay? You pull it out. She says, I sell this stuff. I would love to give you a $10 gift card. Would you like it?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, well, I need to give you a catalog so you can look at it because we don't have it online. Now, would you like me to mail you a mini catalog or a big girl catalog? Ooh, a big girl catalog. Well, are you ready for the responsibility that comes with a big girl catalog? Say, I don't know. What is it?
I don't know. What is it?
Well, the responsibility that comes with the big girl catalog is that when I call you, you have to answer. Do you promise to take my call?
I can take your call.
Okay. Well, then what I need is your information on this. Let me write it down, and then I will mail you a catalog, and then I'll follow up with you to make sure you got it and see if you want to redeem that. Does that sound good?
That sounds fun.
Excellent. See how easy that is? Do you love the mini catalog or the big girl catalog? Isn't that fabulous? I think that's fabulous. Now notice I didn't just give her one because what's the point of that? She's just going to go off into Never Never Land and she's never going to do anything with it. But now I'm giving her a gift card. And my information is on the bottom of the gift card. I've gotten her information, which is so critical. That is a step most of us miss. We just hand them something and like, if you need me, you call me, okay? But instead now I've gotten hers.
What's the responsibility if they want a mini catalog?
Well, it's not that expensive. You can actually mail a mini catalog with a regular stamp. So, but I think you've made your point. Oh, I guess, you know, she says just a mini. And you might say, so she says, oh, I just want a mini catalog. Oh, really?
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, so I would say, I hadn't thought about that. I just think everybody's going to want the big one. So she says, oh, I just want a mini. And then say, oh, okay, well, no problem. I can send you a mini, but if you change your mind and want a big girl catalog, all the responsibility is that you have to take my call when I call you. So you just tell her, like, you want to be coy. You want to be fun. Elizabeth and Randy have built their business on being playful. So don't be so serious and don't be so funny. Be playful. Be fun rather than say trying to be funny. But just be fun. I mean, that's so cute. Do you want a mini catalog or a big girl catalog? Oh, no. It's just fun rather than going, now, if I send you a catalog, you need to promise to take my call because a lot of people don't call me, and it really bothers me. Right? But that's what we're all thinking. Like, I'm going to mail you $5 here, and you better just... Now, another thing you can do with those cards. Elizabeth mails, are you ready for this? A $10 gift card to every pre-sale. Now, think about this. She's saying thank you to them. She gives them a $10 for future purchase. They've never been to a show. They don't know her at all. She's made no connection. It's a great way to get their information, follow up with them, make a connection. Brilliant. Okay? So the other thing is every once in a while she just does a mass mailing where she thanks her hostesses and gives them a gift card. $10. That's it. So she said one time a lady saved them up because she's like, it's amazing. They got them. Like, they got them. And she called and said, I have 3. Can I use all 3? And she said, you know what? I said, absolutely. And she bought a watch. So I still made money. They're not going to rip you off if you're there to serve them. So that's a really great idea. People also asked her, can people use those at your show? Absolutely. If they're a past hostess or customer of mine and they have a gift card, bring it on, okay? It's really fine. It's about serving them, and what goes around comes around, you know? So it's just a really great way to serve people. Isn't that fabulous? Aren't those cards awesome? You know, you could use it as an incentive to do a one-on-one or bring people to an opportunity presentation. You could staple it to the paper, that little handout, and say when this is completed and you turn it back in, you can turn it back in with your gift card and this completed paper, and you have $25 to spend. Or here's the card when we meet at Panera. Here's the postcard and here's the card. You can think about it and redeem that when we meet at Panera. You can make it whatever amount you want. We're going to talk about a booking activity and talking about giving, extra free jewelry to your hostess for different things. You could put it on that gift card. You could use them as gift cards, that people could purchase and give as gifts for Mother's Day and then redeem. I would make sure that I, made note of that's how I use that. But it's really awesome. They just redesigned these. There were other cards in the past that we've had. I gave some to Gail a while back and inspired her. But they say, if you meet with me, they talk about it being an incentive for doing an opportunity presentation. This you can use however you want. And I think utilizing it for lifestyling is phenomenal. I mean, for me, that being a big fear for me, I feel so much freedom. I could pull out a gift card and give somebody something. I can do that. Don't you feel free? Doesn't that excite you? Yes, I'm so excited. Okay, so that's a really good idea. All right, now, so we got that. Is your mind exploding yet with all of your good ideas? Mine is exploding. Okay, now, she went over with us some really phenomenal ideas. I'm not going to share all, we'll see what I have time for, but I just want to throw some really key things out. Number 1, plan ahead. I loved this, it's so simple. Put a red sheet of paper in your pile of order forms or catalogs halfway through and order them again when you hit the red paper. Hello! Okay, it's wonderful in its simplicity. Okay, you need to have a go-to retail special. Now, I have a retail special because, those of you that are new, you think like Premier has a special every month. No. We don't have one this month. When I started, we had 2 specials a year. We had the 50% in August, and we had the 50% in November, and that, you guys remember? That was it, okay? Now it's like, because of the recession, we have a different promotion. And I asked Elizabeth, I said, we're going to talk about this in a minute about making phone calls. I'm like, well, when you make phone calls, what do you offer? She's like, the Hostess plan. I was like, okay, I get it. All right, what we have to offer is amazing in and of itself, okay? So you need to remember that. But anyway, back to a retail special. You should have a retail special. And like Robin said, you have to be the best you can be. Your retail special will be different than mine. You may need to be, if you spend $40, you get something. For me, it's $75 because most of my people spend $75 to $100. That's me though, and that's where I'm located, and it's where my shows have gotten me. And if that changed, if I started to get into a different environment, I would change my retail special. So if you're going to have a show with a bunch of college girls, you might say, girlfriend, you buy one, you get one half off, because, and the other thing is, sometimes our retail special is another financial output. You get a discount on something. That's not always the best way to go, because all they could do is the one thing. So having a prize that they could have is also a really good idea. So my special is always, when you spend $75, you get a coupon for your next item. You get 25% off, and it can be your most expensive item. And you can make it 50% off if you book a show. That's my special. But what Elizabeth uses is pashminas. So I want to demonstrate what she does. Does anybody else in here use pashminas? Yes. Okay. So she has a basket full of colorful pashminas. And there's lots of websites you can get them for under $5, right? So what's so fabulous is, one of the things, whatever it is that you do, if it's a tennis bracelet that you're offering, whatever it is, girls, you can't just go, and if you spend $50, you get a pashmina. It's really great. I love it. And you just really enjoy the colors. You can pick whatever you want. Okay, oh my gosh, who wants that? You have to sell the sizzle. If you spend $50, you get to take my garbage out. And it's so fun. You're going to love taking my garbage out. It's going to be just such a fun experience. Whatever it is that you're selling, sell it, okay? So let me show you what she does with her pashminas, because I think it's hilarious. Okay, so she's got her pashminas, and she pulls up her little basket, and she says, ladies, for everyone today that spends $75, you get one of these. Do you know what this is? Anybody? Do you know what this is? Scarf. Say scarf. Say scarf. It's a scarf. Oh, no. It's not a scarf. This, ladies, is a pashmina. Do you not know about pashminas? Pashminas, girls, are fabulous. Even when spring comes and it's warm, we're still cold in the restaurants. So you're sitting in the restaurant with your husband and you're feeling so cold. Oh, I know. You reach into your bag and you pull out your pashmina and you put on your pashmina. And all the women around you are jealous and they say, look at her. Look at that fashionista. And you say, that's right, I'm a fashionista in my pashmina. You want this pashmina, girls. So when you spend $75, you can pick one out at checkout. But hurry, because you want to get the color that suits you best. Okay, so isn't that fun? Fashionista is the key. You got to say,
Here's a basket and a few skirts.
no. I did this at my show. I had them on the floor howling, okay? So, now I only had that one pashmina. All I did was I said, if we get 3 bookings, somebody's going to win this pashmina. And I said the fashionista thing, and that made them all crack up. Again, it's just being playful and having fun, whatever it is. If it's a diamond tennis bracelet, go, it's real. It exists in the universe. It might not be real diamonds, but if someone asks you if it's real, yes, it's real. Okay? I mean, you just have to have fun with whatever it is. If it's the stretchy rings, go, don't you love how they fit, how they feel? They're gorgeous. You can't get them anywhere else. You have to sell the sizzle. What Elizabeth was telling us is that we as leaders have really dropped the ball lately in teaching you to sell the sizzle. Whatever it is that you are offering, own it, love it, sell it. Does that make sense? Okay, so pashmina is having a go-to retail. Okay, now they shared with us, this was actually a side note, of a booking activity I want to share with you. And she just was on a call and said she tried it at her most recent show. She had 10 women, I think she said 7 participated. She got 4 bookings, okay? So I'm going to tell you about this twist on pass or play. Now, first of all, when I tell you about this booking activity, one thing I need to confess is that I have not been the queen of booking activities because I don't like them. And I get plenty of bookings. But see, I was really convicted about this a couple months ago, and that's when we had Sarah come up and train on this, and on her Tower of Treats, and it just spread like wildfire. You guys need booking activities. I know that it's uncomfortable to go, what do you think? What do you think? And you feel like you're putting people on the spot, but you're not. It's part of what we need to do to bring them to decision, and they're going to be happy that they did. So, with that in mind, I'm going to share this new twist. It's called By Chance or By Honor. And a lot of these senior leaders were doing it, okay? So the way this works is, and you can vary this in many different ways. You can be creative, but this is the best, most consistent way to do it. Are you ready? You have a bunch of purses, okay? You need to fill this tray. I didn't have enough to fill the tray, but you want to fill the tray with 16 purses. You want to print out little pieces of paper that say, goody, enjoy, and let's party. Out of the 16, 10 of them should say let's party, okay? And then 3 of them should be enjoy, and 3 of them be goody, okay? And one of the let's party, we're going to star. One of the let's party, we're going to star, okay? And inside these little purses are going to be the little pieces of paper. Now, I personally, you can do this and give it to them beforehand, but I personally would prefer to do it right now because I don't want to be worrying the whole time about people looking at it. Okay, so I'm going to explain the whole thing. We're going to do it right now. Okay, so ladies, I have told you all about all of the fabulous jewelry that you can get by getting a few friends together and playing in the jewelry. So I know some of you are dying to do that. So I have a little game for you. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to have you all pick a purse. Now, do not open the purse, okay? So also, pick one that you love because you might be taking it home. Now, these purses are fabulous. They are so cute and adorable, and some of them look like designer purses, and they're so fabulous. Let me tell you how I use mine. I hook my keys to it, and then I never lose my keys. And then I can keep my lip gloss in, and I'm always looking great, okay? So I love it. So fabulous. You can put your lip gloss or your lipstick in your purse, and you're always going to be able to find it, because I'm always digging at the bottom of my purse trying to find that in a critical moment. I need to look fabulous. So now you can easily find it. So you got to have one of these purses. Okay, they're fabulous. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to come around, and I want everybody to take a purse. Okay, pick your favorite. And when you're doing this, you want to put your star, the big prize, which is going to be $50 in free jewelry, in the ugliest purse, closest to you in the middle, okay, because that's the one that's less likely to be taken. Okay, so everybody will take purses, okay? So you go all around, everybody takes a purse. Okay, now ladies, don't open it yet, all right? Now listen, we're going to play a game, and it's called By Chance or By Honor, okay? Now, you are guaranteed a prize, okay? Inside is your chance to win either that cute, adorable purse, and that is if it says enjoy inside your purse. Now, the other option is if you open it up and you see a little piece of paper in there that says goodie, that is fabulous, because then you get to keep your purse and you get a prize from my goodie bag. And I know you all want those scarves, okay? So you get the purse and the goodie if you get goodie. But the best one of all is if it says let's party, because if it says let's party, then you get the purse, you get the goodie from the goodie bag, and you get a free shopping spree on Premiere and me to come to your home with your friends, and we're going to party and play in the jewelry. So yes, it's having a little jewelry show, and I know you're excited. Okay, now, before we open, I have another special idea for you. If 3 ladies open their purses and they get let's party, then everyone in the room gets to purchase the botanical necklace, and I would probably put it on, the botanical necklace for just $15. So everybody here tonight can pick up a fabulous gift that everyone will love, no other purchase necessary, if we get 3 ladies that say, let's party. Now, this is by chance or by honor, and that means that if you open your purse, whatever that paper says, you must do. So only open it if you're willing to party with me. You understand the rules of the game? Now, I want everyone that's willing to open their purse, don't open it yet, hold your purse in the air. Hold them up. Who's willing? Oh, we've got 3 players. So ladies, everyone else in the room, pray that they say let's party, because then everybody gets the botanical necklace for just $15. Okay, they're empty. So just go ahead and So now they're going to all open it at the same time. Oh, okay. And they're going to say what they got. Now, let's say Sarah's just says goodie. I'm going to say, well, Sarah, now the other 2 got let's party. If we have one more, everybody in the room gets to buy the botanical necklace for just $15. So what do you think? Do you want to let's party? See, she was willing, because she held it up. She was willing to take the risk. So they're not all going to necessarily get let's party, but you want them to have the opportunity to turn it into let's party, because then they get everything. She might have just gotten enjoy, but we can up that to the goodie and the free jewelry, and everybody gets this. And it doesn't need to be botanical. It could be any $30 item or $29 item, and sell it for $15. Now this is actually separate from by chance or honor. This is a separate component, but I think this is a great second layer to help you to get 3. Okay? Now, isn't that fabulous? And then you just go around and you collect up all the unused purses, and then you say, now ladies, some of you didn't select a purse, but that doesn't mean that you still can't play. So you just come find me if you want to play, or I'll have these at checkout, and you can still play my game and see if you win a prize. Gail.
Some other girls are doing a twist on that one and eliminating the goodie part of it for the jewelers that might not have a lot of stash.
Yeah.
So you can just do enjoy or let's party without going to the goodie bag.
That's
so
right.
The outcome is
Yep.
the same.
That's great.
Investment.
And when I did my show, I used the cards, and I had written $5 off. And the star, the other thing you want to tell them, another twist on it is, you say, okay, ladies, and you know which purse it is, so maybe it's the black one, and you say, I know that no one has the special purse that has the $50 in free jewelry on it. Would anyone like to trade? And that's really powerful too, because you're seeing who is thinking about booking a show and interested. And the holding up the purses helps you to know too. Because even if they get the goodie and they kind of go, oh, okay, I just get the goodie. We need to make sure we're talking to her because she was willing to take a risk. Okay? So this is just a twist on pass or play. And if you're more comfortable with pass or play, by all means stick with what is working. Please. This is just another option to try if what you're presently doing is not getting you 3 bookings or more. Okay? Does that make sense? So it's just one more. You can go on YouTube, and one lady was calling it Courage and Honor. Courage and Honor. And then someone else is calling it Chance and Honor. And Elizabeth just talked about it on the call, and she said just go on YouTube. But anyway, what do you think? You like that? A little different. Okay. So that's fun. Okay. And so you go to your show and you don't get all the bookings that you want. So you have homework. Now, I've always known that. I got that. I know I got homework. But you know what Elizabeth does after every single show? She does her Big Mac call. And that is her morning after call. I was like, shut up! Right away after in the morning? Absolutely. And here's what she says. She says, I'm so sorry I didn't get to spend a lot of time with you last night. And I really want to have a show with you. I bet you didn't get everything you had on your wish list last night. I have 3 dates still available, and I'd love to give you one of those dates. What do you think? I was like, oh. Because have you ever gone home from shopping or one of these types of events, and you kind of go, oh, I should have just gotten those earrings. Why didn't I just get them? I should have just done that. So she's going to call and check with all of them. You could say, hi, this is Julie the Jewelry Lady. I'm just calling you and thanking you for coming last night and for your order. And I just wanted to make sure that you got everything on your wish list and if there was anything else you wanted to add. Because I still have 2 dates open and I would love, love, love to have a show with you. Oh, isn't that fabulous? She's the queen of follow-up and customer care calls. She's making connections.
Does she leave that as a message if they don't answer?
I would say, in that case, because you're following up, if you're trying to follow up with everyone, I absolutely would leave that message. Because it's just a nice, upbeat message. They just heard from her. They know exactly who she is. It's not been a week. You know, it's not a please call me back call. I would say yes, absolutely. Another thing that she, now I lost my train of thought. What was I going to tell you? Oh, that's okay. So,
she's the queen of follow-up.
Follow-up, I know. Okay. One of the things she does, she talks about marketing yourself. And these are kind of scary things, but she says, do it scared. Just do it, okay? So she went into her bank, and she said, hey, to the manager, I didn't know if you knew this, but I offer professional imaging classes. You do? Sure, and they're free. I offer them for free. I just come in, and I will help your people know how to dress and accessorize. Well, that would be great. And so the bank manager, when the bank closed at 4, required everyone to take her class. And so what did she do? Just her jewelry segment. That's all she did. Nothing else. She gave those fashion tips. She showed them how to wear the jewelry. She said she sold $800 worth of jewelry in that one day. So now she goes around to all the banks. Did you know that I offer professional imaging classes? Okay? So you want to do that. You want to get your name out there. You want to ask people and tell people that you can do fundraisers. There are lots of things you can do. So I was listening to this call today, and this is another really great idea. It is called the Birthday Club. Have you heard about this? The Birthday Club. So this gal, she was on the call, and she said, so I went to my last show, and I said, you know, I've been doing this for so many years, and I never knew that Premier Designs offers a birthday club. That's right, we offer a birthday club. So what I want you to do is I want you to just write down your birthday month on your order form, and if you're interested in participating in this birthday club, here's what we do. You know, we as ladies over 30, we don't have birthday parties anymore. So you need to get some friends together the month of your birthday. Your friends won't need to bring any presents. They'll come. All the presents will be provided to you from Premier. Isn't that great? And I will bring a chocolate chip cookie cake that says happy birthday. And you will get to sit there with a pink boa on, and all of your friends will love on you, and we'll have some girl time and some fun, and all of your birthday presents will be free from Premier. Isn't that great? She said she just started to do this like 2 months ago. She's booked 20 birthday club shows. She's this little 80-year-old lady that was like, I would just love to do that. And she said, some of these ladies are going, you need to tell us when your birthday is so we can come to your birthday club party. But wouldn't that be great? Make that your renewal show, you know? I mean, it's such a fabulous idea. Get a pink boa, love on her, bring her a cake, have everybody wish her a happy birthday and sing and say, ladies, you know, she didn't want any presents because today, when you purchase jewelry, all the free jewelry will be her birthday presents. So just, you know, buy yourself some goodies and you will bless her with lots of birthday presents. I did a show one time a couple years ago with a gal who just indiscriminately booked it on her birthday. Who could say no? It's her birthday. So people came and they brought her gifts and things. There were over 20 people. It was a $2,000 show. And as a side note, that was the show that I forgot all my jewelry at home. I thought my son had packed all my showcases, so all I had was my jewelry bag that had like 2 trays. So she had a grand piano. That was it. I just covered the grand piano. I had 2 pairs of earrings. That was it. $2,000 show. So it just goes to show you don't have to have jewelry to sell jewelry. But birthday club. Now, here's another tip she gives you. Plan your day. Make a list the night before of what you want to accomplish the next day. Okay? And then actually accomplish it. Okay. Now, I just lost my other thought. Oh my gosh. I have too many swimming in my head. Okay. So, so what was the other thing? Drat. Okay, so we did that. Oh, by the way, those mini purses are only $1.98 on the incentive site, so if you want to use those. But you could do rings or anything like that. Okay, so we'll see if it comes into my mind. But one of the final challenges that she left us with was this. And she says, I'm dying for people to actually take this challenge and then let her know how it goes. Because she guarantees that this will change your life, okay, change your business. Here's her final challenge. Take 21 days. Now you can add a few days in there to have your day off, okay? Because everybody should have a day off. So if you don't work on Sunday, that's just not one of your 21 days. But 21 consistent days. Make 5 phone calls every day. If you have to leave a message, that's okay. It was a phone call. But make 5 phone calls every day. Your business will explode. She says if you'll take this challenge, it will really revolutionize your business. So I'm going to offer you a challenge. It's April 1st. So I'm going to say all the way till April 25th. Okay, that way each week you can take 1 day off. Okay, so if you don't work on Sundays, that way you don't need to be making phone calls on Sunday. If you make 5 phone calls every day, I want you to just announce that on Joyous Jewelers. Just say, hey, I'm doing the challenge. I made my 5 phone calls. I got 1 booking, or nothing happened today, but I made my 5 phone calls. Or the last 3 days, I've made my 5 phone calls on Joyous Jewelers.
Does it matter, like, just to get bookings? Or
no.
Just follow-up calls? Or just
it can be phone calls to anyone who is not a jewelry lady. So. She can't help herself. That's right. So 5 phone calls. You let me know by the 25th that you did it. Okay, so this is an honor and integrity thing because I don't know. Then I'm going to have a drawing next month for everybody that did it for $100 in jewelry. Is that cool? Okay, so anybody in my 10-10-10, you make those phone calls, you let me know, we will make tickets for you next month right here, same place, same time, we'll make a winner, you get $100 in jewelry. You're just making phone calls. 21 days, 5 phone calls a day. I'm going to do it too. I'm not going to ask you to do anything that I'm not going to do. And if your show calendar is so full that you could not book one more show. Call people and tell them about the Draper call. Call people, call all of your, you could probably come up with 10 calls today or tomorrow and the next day of just calling future hostesses and saying, hey, I'm going to be emailing you this paper. I would love for you to listen to this call, and if you do, you're going to get $25 in free jewelry. Oh, here's another thing that she does. You know on the incentive site how they have those postcards that you can send out to your hostesses? She does that, but she made her own because she likes to have half sheet of paper size, and she did them on Vistaprint. But you can use those. But she sets up in her calendar when to send those out. And they're just fun little reminders to say hello to the hostess about, don't forget to remind people. This gal that I was listening to today on the call, she sends text messages with pictures in them to remind them. So you don't have to use snail mail. If you're a techie person, you want to make sure that's okay with them to receive that text message. But you could send cute little text message reminders with little pictures, of some jewelry. And then she uses that as well to remind them to listen to those calls, okay? So, really fun stuff. Does anybody have any questions for me?
Just another idea
Yeah.
for phone calls.
Yeah.
You can also go back in your calendar and start offering a birthday club to all your past hosts.
Right. Absolutely.
All that stuff.
Because they know you. I mean, it's just such great ideas. Such great ideas. Yeah.
Is your tic-tac-toe board in Word or is it a PDF?
My tic-tac-toe board is in Word, but it's in Word made on a Mac. So I can send it to you, and you can adapt it however you want. And
I was just wondering if we should change the listen to the Draper call.
well, I thought about that. And here's the thing. I thought we could do that, but I still want to talk to them. So I still want to, that line there is to help me to meet with them to go over this. And so what I would do at that point is I might change it to ask, whatever, but I'll just say to them, that's totally separate. That's $25 in free jewelry. This tic-tac-toe is, extra. That is separate because I really, really, really want them to do that. Yeah.
I thought you were doing another card that they can watch your video because I would rather watch a video than listen.
You would rather that?
Some people might
then
want
that's
to actually
great.
See.
Yeah.
I mean, could they answer the same question?
Absolutely. Or I could make some up. Yeah, I could make some up. That's a good idea. With my extra time, I'll do that.
Right. Okay. Can you have that done by tomorrow?
What I did do.
It's just a thought.
What I did? I made new business cards. They're all coming tomorrow, or I'd show it to you. But I made those postcards for myself, and then I made business cards. And on my business card, I put search YouTube Julie David Premier Designs for my fashion segment and for my sponsoring video, and then I put the links. But they're like all those letters, X, Y, Z, F43. But I put them on there because that's me. Right. So you could do a card like that and give them that information as well. And by the way, I have been emailing out my fashion segment, okay? It's amazing what it's doing for my business. I mean, my show retail is even better. I mean, it's really good.
Email it to.
I email to my hostess and I say, hey, for anybody that can't come to the show, check out this fashion segment so that they can see how to use the jewelry. Or I even say, send it to some that, so they know why they should come. I had one lady who was like, well, I don't know if I should book. I said, okay, I'm going to send you my fashion segment. And you watch that and you understand the importance of why doing a show. So she watched and she's like, okay, you're so right. They need to see that. They need to learn those things. So you might want to make one yourself or use mine, okay? But it's really, it's just the 5 concepts. What are you laughing at? Making fun of me.
No, laughing at myself.
Oh,
you're right.
I know what I wanted to share. I know what I wanted to share with you. How many people in here are moms of young children? Okay, this is the best piece of advice for moms with young children, but anybody can use this. You know how I tell you all the time that you need to pick a day of the week that you do shows? If you can pick 2, that's fabulous, but at least have one day because I want you to feel the consistency. Okay, this is what Elizabeth did way back 27 years ago. She had 2 little guys. She picked 3 days out of the week where she was working her business. Now remember, she was doing a lot of shows, so she did 3. So you might do 2. God bless you if you can just do 1, but do the 1, okay? She then got 3 different teenagers, And she said, I will guarantee you business every Thursday night. Your Tuesday, your Thursday, your Friday. Okay, whatever her 3 nights were. Said, consistently be at my house, no matter what, I will pay you. That forced her to get a show. If she didn't get a show, she went and left the house and worked her business. That forced her to keep momentum going. She put that accountability on herself and said, I will work my business 3 nights a week. I will have those babysitters. I will leave this house. I'll go. She said, sometimes I'd go sit in my car and make phone calls, but someone else was watching my kids and I was working my business. So I think a lot of us think, oh, you know, I don't have a show that night. I have a day off. And I've enjoyed that myself. But I thought that is so powerful to keep your business consistent, to hold yourself accountable. If you want to do this, get off the sometime aisle and do it, right? Ourselves. Preach it to ourselves here. Pick that day of the week that we're going to work. And if you don't need babysitters, still commit to yourself. Mark it off in your calendar and leave. Leave the house. Go lifestyle. All right, so we're going to do some drawing.